Saying? Trying to see what's going on.
We are live.
Yes, we are. We are live. So,
Peace and blessings, beautiful souls. Welcome to I Am the Data. And we are so happy to be back with you again on this beautiful day. I don't know where you are, but where I am, it is beautiful. And I am Jeannie Muhammad, your global happiness expert. And my host here with me is Nathaniel Evans. And we have some beautiful, beautiful guests here today. And we're going to talk about travel and what it means to have your own business and all the heartaches and the pain, but also the joys, the ups, the downs, the beauty of it. Having your own and doing for yourself. So welcome to I Am the Data. As I said, I'm Junie Muhammad, your global happiness expert. And my mantra for today is, as always, I am grateful. I am grateful to be alive. I'm grateful
definitely.
to be here with you. And if I go on and on and on, I'll never stop. So back to you, Nathaniel.
Yeah, I'm Nathaniel Evans, host of I'm a Data. Great to have everybody on board. I focus on leadership, spirituality, and actually finding those individuals out there that seek to bring change, not just for their lives, but also for the lives of others. And I'm just happy to meet, Tiffany, Timo again, as always, Frankie. Introduce yourselves. They're dealing with some great platforms that's out here that change our lives. We're not always just talking about, smoke and mirrors, but we talking about real issues that's in the world. You got people out here that's losing their lives because they ain't got money. You know, taking their lives, taking the lives of other people because they don't have money. When there's great opportunities that they can actually explore with people like Tiffany and people like Frankie to really change their mindset about how this world should treat them. We know Jeannie and I talk all the time that there is no birthright in being poor, right? There's nothing to look forward to in being poor. So poor in spirit, poor in wealth, poor in anything, right? Anything, even poor in health. We want to be able to excel on all these different levels because we only got one life and we got to live it. So with
That's
that, I
right.
introduce let Tiffany bring herself on board and talk about the amazing things that she's doing that we're all excited to hear about.
Oh, thank you for that. Yes, my name is Tiffany Team. I'm sorry, you're gonna hear my voice in the background. Um, I am a lifestyle coach, travel business owner, and what I do is basically I help families get outside of that generational curse of thinking they are limited to their income, and they can make unlimited income, make as much as you want, but it's really a mindset. So I help individuals understand that they don't have to stay stuck where they are. They can actually move wherever they desire financially and mentally and spiritually as well. And I love what I do, and we're doing that now, changing lives.
Awesome. We got Nikki Johnson that just actually hit the scene. Great to see you. You
Thank you.
know, we be doing our little stuff on Facebook, inspiring each other, connecting. So it's always a pleasure, to, transform our social media friends into real friends,
Exactly.
right? And really, create the docket. That's how Frankie got me. Frankie was on me, but see, so, I'll let Frankie introduce himself, and then we're gonna go to Nikki.
Right. I'm Frankie Wright, same as Tiffany. I'm a travel business owner, entrepreneur, business coach. I love to teach the community how they can expand their mind, show them there's more out there, than working at 9 to 5, being stuck in the same place, being complacent with doing the same thing every day. When there's more out here, you cannot become wealthy working at 9 to 5. The only way to achieve that is building something on your own. And I just love educating everyone with that. And the fact that we actually get to travel and experience the world always makes it a bonus. We just came back from Orlando from the biggest Marriott there is in the world. And I say it was extravagant. It was. And we also got to meet up and fellowship with each other. And I got to meet Nikki in person, and her energy is just as magical as it is now. And me and Tiffany, our energy is always magical. Looking forward to seeing Nathaniel out there with us next year. So
That's right.
Definitely.
that's gonna make it a whole lot better.
That's
And
great.
just love pouring back into the community. That's me in a nutshell right there.
Gotcha.
Well, hello, I'm Nikki Johnson. I am a wife, mother of two. I am a military vet of 7 years and in the Navy. My traditional job would be a project manager in the IT world, but as Tiffany and Frankie have both said, I'm also a travel business owner. It is my passion. It is my, I love being able to reach out and try to help pull others up to understand. One of my advantages, I think, is that my career over the years has made me see a lot of different things. And this opportunity has allowed me to see that this is a way of getting out of old mindsets and everything like that and just breaking free for financial freedom. And I'm so happy to be able to help others to do the same. Yeah.
Awesome. It is great. We still missing one more person, but she'll get here, Latoya, when she gets here. But this is an open forum, guys. We actually just have a conversation, and we don't want to basically, put people on the spot. We actually want to basically increase people awareness about actually, what's happening in this world, and how we can actually help each other, bring forth changes. We always struggle with what topics we're going to bring, what guests we're going to bring on. But at the end of the day, Jeannie and I have the same premise. It's actually bring forth leaders, right? We want to see what y'all doing. We want to see, at the end of the day, this is y'all time. It's not our time. We want to see what y'all doing, what y'all experiencing. How does it feel to actually own your own business? How does it feel to change, certain elements of your life, like far as like, trips and desires that you had that now you're able to explore when before it was just a dream. Now it's like, wow, I saw a post from Nikki the other day and she was basically like, wow, I didn't think my business was this good, and then I saw Frankie come behind and say, yeah, my business is good too, right? So, it was it was good to see. It was good to see, that energy of, taking your dreams and your vision and actually be able to see them in front of you on the table. Like, what does that actually feels like?
You want to take it, Frankie?
Anybody? It's an open discussion. Let's get it.
I'll take it away. All right, for me, I always dreamed of going places, going state to state, and actually traveling and seeing everything. And because of this opportunity, really just put all that in fruition. Like, to be able to see a place that you always wanted to go and actually can just book a flight and get on it and go. I can match the rates that actually match my income, what I'm bringing in, and actually make it an affordable trip so I can enjoy myself and get educated at the same time, which I love that the most. Like, being able to actually go through each city, find out what makes that city blossom, just the heritage, the community, the culture. You get to actually get around so many different energies. And that's just real powerful to me because I always dreamed of doing things like that. And to actually be able in a room with so many millionaires, quarter millionaires, half a millionaires. I took a flight to Orlando sitting next to one of the half a millionaires in our company, Miss JP Watkins. I was just so ecstatic by that. We were just sitting right next to each other. I went to Wendy's and got her a chicken sandwiches. And
And
I
she
was
eat
like,
Wendy's, ain't that something? Look at
I
that.
couldn't
Look
believe
at
she
that.
was gonna eat the sandwich. She's like, hey, and she was just so down to earth and just
Mhm.
pouring into me on the whole flight, like, hey, and explained to me everything that was at my fingertips, how to actually grow from where I'm at. Like, just was so free with the nuggets that she was dropping in. That was just amazing to me.
Well, I'll say, for me, I have had traditional businesses in the past. I've had marketing company, I've done web design, and my husband and I, we currently own farmland as well. And so, being a traditional business owner, it's hard out there in those entrepreneurial streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, because people don't realize, it's not just every business, including this one. It takes time, it takes energy. Anything you're going to build, anything that's worth having, something you got to pour into. But people don't really realize when they're going in because they just have a dream. They just have a dream. So, those traditional, brick and mortar or whatever, that takes a lot of your monetary, it takes a lot of money. It takes a lot, you got overhead, you got to find people to staff or to help you and do all of these different things. Now this business, like for us, I call Frankie on the drop of a dime. Poor thing. I know he be feeling I be giving him the business. Tiffany, I'll call her anytime. But like he said, with JP Watkins sitting next to him, it doesn't just stop there. It goes up the chain, where everybody's accessible to leverage one another, to be able to say if I'm in Atlanta, and if I'm not in Atlanta, and I'd be like, yo, Tiff, I got some people there that I really need you to talk to. It's no question. With my traditional business, I couldn't do that. I couldn't say, well, Darn, I got a client in Atlanta, and I either got to meet them or whatever. I didn't have nobody to call to say, hey, can you go out and sit with this person and talk to this person? It doesn't happen like that. So this business, it gave me the flexibility, the maneuverability, and the leverage that I needed to not feel like, I'm trying to climb a mountain by myself.
Great. That's great.
That's exactly right. We able to leverage each other no matter where we are. That's what I love about this opportunity. It's just not limited to one area. We can be worldwide. We can have anybody around the world that likes to join the opportunity and stay in contact with them, and have somebody out in their area connect with them.
Right.
And like she said, as an entrepreneur, you definitely go through some things, but we go through it together, and we learn together. We keep each other up, and it's all about who you know and who you're surrounded by, and there's nothing but positive vibes no matter where I go. So I love it.
Yeah, that's great. We have to, as I said before, be responsible for each other, and actually to want to see certain things in the world. Like, you want to see beauty in the world, you want to experience your life on high levels. And being an entrepreneur is challenging, and I know firsthand, but it is rewarding because it gives you stability for your own life. It makes you accountable for the things that you have to do for your life, and you're not putting your life on somebody else's shoulder. That's really, really important. To pull each other up, to see each other wanting to elevate. Because if you go into a company and you work for that company for 15 years, right? And you be like, well, I got another opportunity. They don't say, oh, well, can we invest in the opportunity that you have? Can we
Right.
help you move that opportunity
That's
forward?
what happened.
Right? They be like, all right, bye. It was great meeting you. Like,
Mhm.
you you did it. You made us rich for 15 years. They don't try to see like
Right.
how can they help you establish your foundation. They don't put money in a pot. They don't donate to your cause. They don't even come to your events that you may have, and you reach out to them because you're no longer part of that entity. But this
Mhm.
entity I have now, even though it may say, oh, it's travel, it's not about travel. It's
Mm-mm.
about being entrepreneurs and holding each other accountable and want to see the success of one another.
Right.
Right? We live
Right.
in a society where it's like dog eat dog, right? But we don't have to live like that. Like, we don't have to want to devour each other. We should want to be able to help each other, increase to higher levels.
Right. And I said this before about the unity that we need in our communities in order to be successful. And when you can understand that you don't have to be or jealous of where, as Tiffany is making rising or Frankie is rising, that when we can see that as other people rising is my rising, we're in this together. And so what Frankie provides, I may not have the answer to, but the fact that Frankie is here and he has an answer to the problem that I have, and he's willing to share his knowledge with me so that we can all rise to the top. So I think that is beautiful. And I was looking at a saying today that one of my friends had on the back of this book. She had this journal, and it on it is said that we are our own limit. We are our own limit. And that is so true, especially when you have decided to do for yourself. It's not someone else that's putting a cap on where you can rise. It's your mindset and where you decide that you want to be. So whatever, there is no limit there. And I loved what Frankie said earlier about he's on the top shelf looking up. That means, there's no limit to up, you know, there is no limit. So it's beautiful what you are doing, because, a lot of people out of fear of failure won't step out there. So you're rising above your fears and stepping out on the faith in yourself and your creator. So that's beautiful.
Yes, Jeannie, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it means. When I'm sitting on that top shelf looking up, that means the sky is the limit. And everyone knows that there ain't nothing up there, ain't nothing holding me back. I'm not gonna hold myself back, and I'm not gonna hold anyone else back. I'm gonna make sure I keep pushing everybody. So just like when you were saying, if Tiffany win, I'm gonna win. So of course I'm rooting for her success the whole way. If Nikki wins, Tiffany wins, and it's the same way. I'm gonna stay pouring into every last one of them. I'm gonna be rooting no matter what. There's no jealousy here. It's, oh, you leveled up before me or anything like that. No, we cheering and clapping just like if it was us. And we love to see each other go and promote and change our lifestyle, because that's the ideal goal. It's about how many people we are helping. It's not about helping yourself. It's about how many people are you helping. I want to see everyone change their lifestyle. I want to see everyone change their zip codes. I want to see everybody change their
Yes,
bank
sir.
accounts. Like I, I want to see the true growth. I want to see a better version of you. I'm believing in you more than you believing in yourself. And Tiffany know that every day. I tell her every day. Nikki know that every day. We went over her 90-day game plan the other day, and I was just telling her, hey, we gonna map it out. You dream as far as you can, and
Yep.
I'm gonna come up with the plan for you to help make sure you get that dream. And
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yep.
That's beautiful. I'm taking this course, and one of the chapters in it is called "Are You Helping or Are You Supporting?" And they were talking about the difference between helping someone and having them become dependent
Right.
upon you, or supporting someone and have given them the help that they need in order to fly. Them needing to, and that sounds just exactly what you're about, Frankie, supporting others so that they can explore what gifts they have and achieve the success that they desire by you supporting them and helping them to reach their goals. That's beautiful.
Yeah, and it is important that when we creating new foundations, that those that's in our inner circles or other foundations support those new foundations too, because we don't need one stream of income. We need multiple streams of income, right?
Absolutely.
We can't, because we don't know the storm that's going to come, in our lives and different things that we're doing. You might be an author and your publishing company get closed, right? And then you're like, oh, I got to scramble and find something else. But if you have a backbone, behind you, a team of individuals behind you, you can actually increase. I was reading the scripture in the Bible the other day, and it said that when a rich man falls, he has many friends to pick back up, right? But it said when a
Mhm.
poor man falls, many nobody want to be involved. Like I'm like, I might call them and ask them if they okay. They were like, yo, I need $100. So I'm not gonna call them and find out what's going on with that person. You know what I mean? Because I'm poor, they poor. You know, we can't really increase each other. But what y'all doing is not just about making money. It's about changing that poor mindset.
Exactly.
Of saying that, you know, you might not have the capital right now, but you can get to it. And we're going to help you get to this capital, right? And then we want you to turn around and bring other people in. We want you to pay it forward. The same way I called you, I want you to call those people, motivate those people. I want you, I was looking at a post earlier that Frankie was giving out a free trip, somewhere, and I was like, wow, that's deep. He has access to a free trip and he's going to do a little, competition, online, a little contest. And then whoever wins that contest, 3 different individuals win that contest actually take this free trip. Right. And they might have to get away. Somebody might have just lost their job, somebody might experience a great loss in their life, and even what Jeannie was talking about earlier about, the people that she's reaching out to, they're going through changes, but she's that cushion for them. She support them. She's a happiness coach, right? So happiness coach has to provide happiness in the world, or unless she would be a happiness coach, right? So
and you know what? And you say that, and like you said before, it goes so much deeper, like with travel, and it goes so much deeper than my being a happiness coach. When you dig beneath the surface and actually understand what all of that entails, because Tiffany and Nikki, they're all involved in bringing happiness into people's lives.
Correct.
Because, and when you truly understand what it means, because freedom to live, freedom to express your birthright, that's happiness.
That's right.
That's happiness. When you are free to determine your own, the heights that you will reach, that's happiness.
Right.
When you understand the freedom of setting your own hours, if you want to work at midnight, and that's the best time for you, then you're free to do. If you want to work all day, one day, 24 hours a day, and take the next 2 days off, you're free to do that. That's freedom. That's happiness. You're not working on somebody else's timeline, being limited by what someone else say that you can do. You determine that. That's happiness. So, my being a happiness coach, that's right, Nathaniel.
That's right. You gotta use it. You gotta use your gift. I want to say between all 3 of y'all, which one is the best dancer? Because I'm always seeing y'all dancing, so I want to know, like, who's the best dancer in the group?
That's how I met Tiffany. She was dancing all the time.
Frankie know how to moonwalk. He got the moves. So.
Frankie know how to moonwalk.
I'm mediocre. I'm all right.
I got more decades of dancing, repertoire under my belt. You know what I'm saying? Dances they ain't done before.
Y'all better be quiet, because we'll have a dance contest up in here.
Oh, I'm ready.
I'll go throw on some music in a minute, and we can get
I'm
down.
gonna be doing 2 steps, so don't
no, Nathaniel, you brought up the subject, so we're gonna put you out on the dance floor first.
Now I'm gonna go out there with my 2 steps. I don't care if it's reggae or rap, it's still gonna be the same 2 steps. I'm not gonna switch nothing up, right? It ain't gonna be the same, but I'm gonna be out there enjoying myself. And that's one of the things that I love about y'all team is that y'all are enjoying yourselves. Y'all sharing that energy. Somebody could be down in the group, somebody not be able to do the potential that they need at that moment, but y'all be like, yo, don't worry about it. We're gonna be good. Take this, glass of champagne, you know what I'm saying, and go over there and get you some of this great food. We're gonna hit this dance floor, you know what I mean, and we're gonna push all that stuff away because we got a greater purpose. We're not just living in the moment, right? You know, we here right now, but we're increasing ourselves as we're living. The people that we're meeting, as Frankie was talking about, the person he was on the plane with, the people that we're meeting with, it shows that there's a possibility, right? There's a possibility for this thing of greatness, right? When you run into Tiffany, she's like, yo, you know, I can actually show you how to make this money traveling, and I can get you in shape, right? So now you got two things, right, that's going on, right, that Tiffany's bringing. You know, Nikki's like, yo, listen, man, we're going to travel, and I can do your marketing for you too. You know, we're going to do these different things, right? We also got Frankie. He's doing traveling, but he also dealing with this IT thing that he's working on and showing people how they can actually create other different funnels, you know what I'm saying, and actually increasing their lives on so many different ways. So y'all bringing wealth and y'all also bringing health, you know what I'm saying, into our world, especially as melanated people that they talk about now, because we went from African American and Black to melanated people. So we can focus on melanated people right now, but we have to enjoy ourselves. You know, I was on a platform the other day and I was speaking about closing Rikers Island. And it was basically really heartfelt that I was up there speaking about, you know, men and women that lost their lives, you know, in Rikers Island. A lot of them are on Rikers Island because they're chasing the American dream. You know, they want to be successful. You know, they don't want to live in poverty, right? So they wind up doing a robbery or selling drugs or anything that they're doing. And they wind up in these spaces. But, you know, that space shouldn't be like claiming people's lives. You know, it should be encouraging the lives of people, because any one of us find ourselves in any space at any time in this world, right? And we need encouragement. We need people to say, yo, I know you made this mistake, but listen, man, there's a silver lining over here that you can get to. And I'm going to help you get there, right? I'm going to point you in the right direction. We're going to create this 90-day plan that Frankie is creating with Nikki. You know, we're going to look for a year. We're even going to go for a year plan. I know she's going to be stressed out that this call is going to be like 3 hours, but we're going to do a whole year plan. You know what I'm saying? So when this call is over, she looking back and say, I just did a whole year plan. This is my vision board. I got it up in my kitchen. You know, I can interact with that anytime. Let me make these 10 calls right now. I'm supposed to make 10 calls between 5 and 6. Let me get that done, right? And at the end of 6 months to a year, you'll look back at that vision board and say, yo, man, I got to create a new one. You know, I actually accomplished, you know what I mean, what I had to accomplish on that vision board. So now I'm gonna create a new one. This new one gonna be, let me help my team elevate to the next level now. Let me help them create a vision board. Let me do a presentation on the vision board that I actually created. You know what I mean? So we could all actually find levels of success in this world. And this is what I enjoy about your team, you know, is that energy. You know, I interviewed Jeannie one time, but I interviewed Jeannie one time, and the energy was so magnetic that I couldn't shake her off.
And you're not going to. You're not going to. You can stop trying to get rid of me. I wanted to say, you could probably tell me where this is in the Bible, Nathaniel, where it says that we should teach men to fish. You know, you can either feed them or you can teach them how to fish and they can feed themselves. I'm paraphrasing. I know it's in
Ecclesiastes talks a lot about, you know, developing men,
right,
and increasing each other, you know. And when you're going through a lot of these biblical scriptures, regardless of what name that it got attached to them, it always talks about the development of man. Right. It always talks about the increase of mankind. And when I say mankind, I mean women also, right? Mm-hmm. We have some great women that's in our lives, that's in our times. The biblical times, the times of slavery, even the times now, we got some powerful, great women in the world. And women have to be able to reinvent themselves and tap in, you know, because you got things that's in the scripture that speaks lowly about women, but a lot of those are opinionated. You know what I'm saying? They are not factual concepts. You have different men that came from different levels. You have different time periods where certain things have been said to make people think, you know what I'm saying, not to keep people entrapped. You know what I'm saying? So when we going through any biblical scriptures, we going to any religious sects or whatever, if the element is not to enhance you from the time you came there to your 90-day plan, then you actually
Right.
in the wrong space,
Right.
right? You're amongst
Right.
the wrong people. You're amongst the wrong energy because you're supposed to flow. You know what I'm saying? On the water like a dove. You know what I'm saying? When you find yourself in great spaces, that water is, that's your momentum.
And
Right?
that's support. That's what I'm saying
Yeah,
about that
yeah.
support.
It's that
When you
support.
have that support, not someone just giving you something. When I was
Right.
trying to say that about the fish, not just giving you food, but
They
teaching
teach you.
you
Mm-hmm.
how to go out and get that food for yourself rather than helping you by giving you something. I'm supporting you by teaching you how to do it for yourself, how to do for self. I'm
Yeah,
supporting you. And so that's the beautiful thing about having your team feeling that energy of support and knowing that you're supporting each other. You're not just helping. Frankie is not just giving you something that he can take away from you,
Mm-hmm.
because that's usually what it is. When somebody give you something, they can take it back, you know. But when they give you something, or when they support you in what you're doing to help elevate you to another level, then you do it for yourself. You do it for your family. You do it for your community. Do it for the world. So that's what I see the beauty of it. That's why Nathaniel would not be able to shake me. He would not get rid of me, because I see that in him. I see that support from him. I see how he supports other people. And I like to be around people that have that kind of energy and have that love for other people, that they're willing to share what they have. So no, Nathaniel, you cannot get rid of me.
Oh man, I'm about to come up with a master plan, but that's not. You know what I mean? That's not my goal, right? You know what? You know, it's actually from even my brief relationship that I had with Frankie. We support each other. We know that it's important. He keeps jumping off, but we know that it is important. I mean, especially as I talk about black men.
Right.
Black men have to be able to increase each other. If I go into an Indian community, and I've been seeing this personally a couple of times, I would see the Indian men walking out of the block holding hands,
Mm-hmm.
right? And these men are heterosexuals, but they actually, holding hands together, are they laughing and joking and stuff like that. But if I go to another man that I'm close with and I hold his hand, right, it's going to be like, yo, what's going on, man? Like, what's happening? Get up off me, right? Right.
Mm-hmm.
But that unification that we see in other nations, like we have to take accountability of that unification,
Right.
right? I
Right.
see other men, they hug each other and they kiss each other on the cheek, right? But if I go to another black man and kiss him on the cheek, they're gonna be like, "What's going on with these two guys?" Right?
Right.
It's the
Right.
stigma that they create against us. That's not real. It's not relevant, right?
You know, right. And that is sad, because that is so true about how other uh uh
Nations.
nations support each other. Like, if you go to Chinatown, you're not going to see black people working in the Chinese restaurant.
Right. Exactly.
You're not going to see the black person back there cooking. You're going to see in Chinatown, they're all supporting each other. It's the same in Italy. It's the
Mm-hmm.
same if you go to any of these other ethnic groups. They support each other.
That's
I
right.
wanted to ask Nikki,
Mm-hmm.
you said that you have farmland.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do you grow?
So we do soybeans primarily, but next year we'll be doing cotton. Like, it's a rotating crop, because you have to excuse me, continuously rotate to keep the land fertile and stuff like that. But this year, for the past few years, we've done soybean. Um but but let me just segue in saying that too. Again, that's something that we have to do on our own. Everything we have to do, you have to do that. But when you talk about support and you talk about, contributing to one another as a team, they know, like, because also it's not a business, but one of my passions and one of my things that I do on the side is positive mental health, right? So that's the thing that I really focus on, because I'm really big on seeing us elevate, right? I know, everybody has mental health issues, but I think that the state of the Black community with mental health issues is always stigmatized. So it's ironic that for me, that's what I focus on. But I have called Tiffany and or Frankie many times, really, really down, because not necessarily down, but that support that I know that I can get from them. And it's like, you're constantly supporting somebody else, but then they are my support system. Like when Frankie was talking about the 90-day goals, part of my goals was my team goals, like not just for me, right? It literally had their names in there, because that's how much I believe in them and they believe in me. That, like you talked about, you two, we're connected. My success is rooted in their success and vice versa. So yeah, when I did my 90-day goals, it included them as well, because they
That's
always got my
great.
back.
That's
That's
wonderful.
great. Yeah, because I just wanted to touch on that one more, because I was in Crown Heights the other day, and I saw the Jewish men together, and they was laughing, they was hugging each other, and then they started singing songs together, right? And I was saying, why I can't laugh and joke and sing songs like that with my brothers? You know what I mean? Like, why is this great gap? You know what I'm saying? That's in the world where we can't sing and dance together. We got to be in church or something like that. These people was in the train station
Right.
singing and dancing and hugging each other, and then asking each other questions like, "What set you from? Where you're going at? What community you're from?" And I sat there and watched it like I was watching a motion picture. You know what I mean? Because to me, I was amazed, because I'm in a world where I see my own people, that we are great spirited people. We
Right.
have great compassion. We have great passion in the world. We have overcome some great feats in the world, and still we don't have that connectivity that we need in order to survive these times. Right? There's a lot of crises out here that we need to survive, but we have to do it together.
Right.
Right? We have to connect. Nikki got this farm, and the soybeans, they grow, but they grow together, right? There's not one, I want to be a bigger soybean than you, or type of
Right.
mentality.
Right.
And it's about that connectivity that's going to survive us, right?
And you know what? You talking about the nature. I watch, and I love to watch birds, Nathaniel.
Yeah,
I'd love to watch nature, because you can learn a lot by watching nature. And I most birds fly in flocks. You very seldom see just a lone bird doing his own lone thing. Um, I can sit in our backyard. I have a little bird sanctuary, and one bird will come, and the next thing you know, it's a whole flock of birds. And when one bird leave, all the birds leave.
Hmm.
You know, unity, unity, and and that is one of the our what you're saying, Nathaniel, about seeing other nations, how they can do things together, sing together, all. But we as Black people have been taught division.
That's right.
We have been taught not to unify with each other. We have been taught that others are so much better at doing everything than we are
Yeah.
at. Although other people are always stealing, I call them culture vultures.
Yep.
They're always stealing what we have, but we are always made to look at that we're whatever we have is inferior to what other people have. And so we're always not wanting to work together, but we're always trying to reach out to what other people have rather than appreciating what Nikki has to offer, and understanding that Nikki is valuable, that Tiffany is valuable, Frankie is valuable, but together, look at together what you can do as a unit,
Right.
and you're so much stronger as a unit. But see that we have been taught, Nathaniel, that men are not even supposed to cry or have emotions. Don't you know that men don't cry, and men don't, they always have that stiff upper lip, as they say in England, and you're not supposed to show any kind of emotion. You're not supposed to show your brother that you really care about your brother by hugging your brother and showing true affection to your brother, and we're taught that. We are taught that. So whenever I see a group of melanated, is the term melanated now, you said, Nathaniel?
That's what they said. That's what I'm hearing.
Okay. Whenever I see melanated people able to work together and truly support each other, it's a model. It's a model for other
Yeah,
people, because sometimes we can talk and I can do a lot of talking, but an example is really what I can tell you about the success I have, but what is wonderful to see that success.
yeah,
It's wonderful to see actually this model of people working together in order to support each other to reach that higher level. So it's,
yeah.
yes.
We definitely commend that this team, this unit. You just y'all three here, y'all synced, right?
Right.
And that synchrony, man, is going to be great blessings on different levels, not just financial. You know, just different level. I had a friend contact me the other day and was like, if something's happened to me, would you raise my children? And I was
Mm,
yeah, yeah, sure, like you want to be able to have that peace in your life,
Right.
because so many things actually happen in this world, and it's about reestablishing that peace, getting out of this rat race and racing together, right? When we go into certain places, like I've even talked about, like say Solomon, I done talked to Jeannie about this before. Solomon said after he interviewed all the men in the land and the kings and the queens and stuff, he said, he had to go talk to the animals because he wanted to find out what they was dealing with, right? So we might have to start doing that. Go talk to the animals too, like, hey, what's
oh,
happening? Like,
yes.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yes, you
how
can learn.
how y'all
You,
putting these things together, right? How y'all work in solidarity,
oh, you know what? You've never seen a bird in a food line, right?
I don't
Right.
think so.
Yeah, okay. That
Anything
we
is
can,
possible, though.
but we can learn. We can learn. And you said something else earlier, and that's why I love to see the women that are really striving to do for self, because Prophet Muhammad said heaven lies at the feet of the mother.
Ooh, that's
Now,
deep.
yeah, and and
Mm,
and, and heaven lies at the feet of mother. And when we as women sh- show that example to our children, not uh just, and having a job is okay, you know um if you're leveraging the money that you're getting from that job, part of it is going towards you having something for yourself, not all of it going on Nikes or
Mhm.
bling bling or that fine car, but some of it is actually going towards your own business, so that one day you won't have that quote job,
yeah,
you know.
that's right.
The job should have a time limit to it.
That's right. And also, this actually speak about the greatness of women. In the Bible, anytime they mention wisdom, it says she,
Her or she, yeah.
right? So you gotta look at that too. We are greater together. As a force, men and women. There's been a separation between the two species, but there really is no separation because together we bring forth life, right? Together we can build kingdoms, we can establish farmlands, systems together. This is the whole point of actually us coming together. My colleague of mine's friend told me the other day, like, oh, I love the fact that you and Jeannie have this, podcast together. She's Muslim, you're not, I identify myself as Hebrew. But at the end of the day, those things are nothing but labels, right?
That's
Because if
right.
we can't come together, and actually understand the passage that she's going through or understand the passage I'm going through, then there's really no reason for us to actually create wisdom in the world. The whole point of creating wisdom in the world is to bring it together, to formulate knowledge, to formulate a plan, right? You're a smart person, you read 1,000 books a day, but are you able to write a book, right? So it's about actually taking this wisdom that you accumulated all these years, working for other people, doing reports and getting ready for audits and all these different things, and now turn around and making it work for you according to your magic,
Right.
right? I pull this from here, I pull this from here, I pull this from here, and now I'm going to increase not only myself, like Nikki said, but I'm going to put my team in my game plan. They're going to be a part of this plan, what I'm saying, for my life. You know what I mean? Because I reached out to them. I told them you could do, greater things. You know what I'm saying? You can have a higher purpose. You can change your zip code. Like Frankie, you always talk about changing zip code. I don't even know what Frankie's zip code is, but I'm pretty sure it's a great zip code because he keeps talking about the zip code, right? But and if not, then he got a zip code in Monterey. That's probably on his plan too. I'm gonna go to this zip code, right? This is my first zip code.
That's on his
Right?
5-year plan.
Yeah, that's his 5-year
I actually
plan.
do stay at a good zip code. You right? And I chose it, but I came from the bad zip code. I was always dreaming of getting to the zip code. And I had to put that on my board. I got to get there. And that's what this opportunity did. Change my zip code. Better school district, better everything, So my kids can relax. I ain't gotta worry about it when I drop them off at school, what they gotta deal with. I know where it's at. I don't even gotta walk them to the bus stop.
They can walk by themselves.
That's the point of moving to a better zip code. That's why I'm trying to put it all our people. Hey, we ain't gotta worry about that. It's worry-free areas you can be in.
They got lemonade stands on every corner, on every corner, lemonade stand, little kids, right? But that's a simple thing, but it's so great, and it has such a profound element to it, right? When we get to see one another changing our zip code, changing our lives, we get to say, "Yo, I can do the same exact thing."
Yep.
Right? This is what this team represents. People might look at it, oh, I got to invest in travel. No, you're not investing in travel. You're investing in life.
That's right. That's right.
What you're investing in, having hearsay, value about your life, where your life is going to be in the next 5 or 10 years, right? What it's going to look like for you, not somebody else that's dictating it to you. A guy called me the other day and said, I got a job for you for $45,000. I said, I don't even know what to do with that. Like, I don't know where that's going to take me. Are we going to work this $45,000 a year together and bring the money together and we can, build other platforms from this job, or we just going to get stuck in this $45,000 a year job for the next 5 to 10 years?
Right.
Oh,
talking about the price of transit that's going up, or the price of milk is going up and everything like that, but the paycheck is not being increased. I'm tired of having those type of conversations.
Oh,
I want to have a different type of conversation.
Yeah, right? You know what that brought to mind to me? I remember when I was in the corporate world, and I was given this management position, and I was made salary, and the salary was a nice number, but after I'd done it for a while and I realized I was taking work home, and I was having to be in early and leaving late. And when I broke that down into the hours I was putting it in and said, now, if I was being paid by the hour,
You
I
be
don't
rich.
making $6 an hour.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
gotcha.
Oh, they got you. They saw you coming. You thought you was doing something nice.
Right. Well, the salary number sounded big,
Did you
Mhm.
change your zip code?
No, it did not change my zip code. It did not change my zip code. And I like what Frankie said. See, Frankie is visualizing himself in
That's
another zip
right.
code. You know, he's visualized and he see himself in that other zip code,
Yeah.
you know, and that's what we have to do. We have to see the success that we have to see it,
Yeah.
uh and I like what to be a farmer. See, I'm from a farm, and
Mm-hmm.
to be a farmer, you really have to see and have some tenacity,
Mm-hmm.
because from one year to the next, you really don't know what it's going to bring.
That's right. That's absolutely correct. Like one year it could be everything is, all the, things are perfect and in order. The next year it could be a storm, it could be a hurricane, it could be a flood, it could be, whatever. It could just, I mean, it could be the insects, you don't know. It could be so many different things that affect. And even uh, for instance, just say this year something small but very big. We talk about the prices of everything else. People don't realize even the price of the seeds have like gone up significantly.
Mhm.
So, you have to take all that into account, but sometimes you can account for it in advance. Sometimes you got to roll with the punches. But as far as like planning now, the Bible says, write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, where we can just run towards that vision. And that's what, like we talk about Frankie seeing that zip code and, stuff like that, where he wants to go. You got to write it down. You got to run towards a vision, because if you don't have one, then you just walk in. But, they talk about like, when you get into like if you think you about to get into a car crash or something like that, they say, face where you're trying to go, so that you can go towards that, because if you get distracted, you're going to sway and go different ways. And that's with anything. And they talk about like the horse with the blinders. It's the same thing. You got to stay focused on that vision, but you got to put it out there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. And no matter what obstacles, same way with farming, that come in your way, you just have to keep going
Adjusting.
and
Hmm.
right and be determined to success. And that's the same thing with a fall. When I used to do a lot of theater and they would teach us how to fall and teach us what, you always fall into it. You don't try to break the fall.
Hmm.
You just fall into it, and you won't get as much injury as if you just try to break it and stop it, the same way you were saying about an accident. But having that vision, knowing where you desire to go, writing it down, and what I do is I have what I am, and I always say I am. I don't say I will, or one day I will be this, or when I claim it now.
Amen.
I claim it now. You know, I am. I am that I am.
Yeah, that's all that I am. That's a fact.
Yes, yes,
Make it
I
plain. Make
am.
it as if
I
you are
am
already
the
where you.
data.
That's right.
That's right.
Yes,
You are. We
indeed,
are
because
the
words
data.
are very powerful. What you
Write it
speak
Yeah.
down and
into
make it
existence,
plain.
that's what happens. So that's why I
Yeah.
just trying out of my vocabulary, because I'm not trying nothing. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it.
That's
it
right.
is that's where people limitate themselves at, because they already put in their mindset that, oh, there's a chance I can fail. So that's why they're trying. And
Yeah.
I refuse to be there. That's why I'm doing.
I
So
am.
I said a few times, like I said something, Frankie come and said, no, and Tiffany too. They both have said that to me, and I consider myself a positive person, but sometimes we do slip into that. So you gotta change your mindset, and that's why you gotta have people around you that can help keep you accountable. Because Frankie done caught my vocabulary several times, and Tiff have said, like you talked about, I am. She be like, she was like, you just gotta say, I am, I am, I am, and that's what we gotta do, man. We gotta change our mindset. And if we're struggling to change our mindset, then surround yourself with people who have a strong mindset so you can still be accountable.
That's right.
Right. That's why I stay around Nathaniel and he cannot get rid of me. And that's why, because he has the mindset, I always say I want to be like, I am going to be like him when I grow up. I am going to be like him when I grow up,
I
you
love it.
know.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, so that's what it is. We are the data of our change. This is actually why this podcast was created, to show that we have power, we have propensity, and like Obama said, we have audacity, right? Like we have that audacity that we're gonna do this. We're
Yes,
gonna get this done, right? Nothing's gonna stand in our way. You
that's right.
know, I'm gonna create this for my life. I'm gonna create this for my life. I'm gonna create this for my children, right? Because I want to be at peace when it's time for me to move forward.
That's
Hmm.
You
right.
know,
And leave a legacy
like
for your family.
yeah, leave a legacy for your family.
Hmm.
You also
Leave
leave one
behind
of
will.
peace. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You want to be able to do that. And this has been a great thing to connect with y'all again. Definitely looking forward to more, interactions with this team. This platform can hold up to 10 people. So
That's
um,
what's up.
bring them on, let them know. Even the new people that's coming in, as, hasn't got their first client, probably like me, right? To, explore,
Well, you
the
got Jenny, you know.
possibilities. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're gonna definitely do this. We're gonna definitely do this. And we just here to empower one another and to show that love that we need for one another. We want to dance in the streets. We want to sing
That's right.
songs together. You know, I don't know about hold other men's hands, but if that has to come to it, we're gonna do that as well, right?
I hold your
But
hand, brother. I hold
I
your hand.
see, I see,
Yeah,
I got a brother. See, look, see,
that's right. And
we
ain't
gonna hold each
nothing
other
funny
hand.
going on.
Ain't nothing funny going on.
Hey,
We just letting you know what it
every
is.
meeting
We
I
letting
do
you
with my
know.
brothers in success, we always hugging. Trust me.
That's right.
We
We
Hmm.
have
letting
a
each other
hugging
know
moment.
that we
Like you
got each
said, you
other
seen it.
back. We want the best for each other, and we're gonna hold each other hand because we're gonna pull each other up. We're gonna make sure each other's accountable, and we might have to pull you out the direction, from something that's coming. So these things are really, really, really important. I get to see these things when I go out. A lot of times I get my ammunition from my show just by going into the community and seeing certain things like, whoa, did I really see that? Like, all right, we got to talk about this. Let me hit Gene up real quick to find out what we got to do with this reality that I just saw. Because we're living in the times and we have to be able to express these times. And this is what I definitely love about this team that y'all have, where y'all continue to have success, continue to grow, continue to inspire, other, within our nation to do what they are able to do. And that's to make sure that their lives are empowered every step of the way.
Yes, yes. We are about to come to a close, but I would like to second what Nathaniel has said. Thank you so much for giving us of your time and your energy to share your visions with us, share your visions with the world because it's needed. It's needed so desperately what you offer. So thank you so much for being with us again. It's been a wonderful conversation.
Definitely. So y'all got any last words or anything? It's what's up. Um, I'm going, it's always on the platform, so I can also tag this on your platform. I'm going to send Frankie a copy of this so he can actually share with y'all
Okay.
and y'all can share with y'all network. But we here to, like we said, we here to improve and to increase ourselves in the land, and that's all that matters. That's my why for doing what I'm doing here, you know,
Yes.
and that's my purpose for it.
On behalf of all of us, we always are very grateful that y'all have us on. This is always a magical experience. The energy is always perfect. Y'all always keep me fired up. I'm ready to go out there and help 30 lives as soon as we get off of this podcast. Trust me. Y'all always get me ready. Jeannie, your energy is just always perfect. We always connected. I
Yeah,
love
that's
that.
why I can't shake her. I can't shake her energy.
You ain't going nowhere. You locked in. Trust me, me and Nate got you sandwiched in now. Yeah, you ain't
That's
going
right.
nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere at all.
Then, hey, while you playing, Tiffany is actually from Monroe as well.
Is she?
Yep.
Oh,
Yes, I'm from Monroe.
Okay. Yes, I'm from Shreveport.
Okay, right there. Yep.
Well, I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina now, but
Oh,
Shreveport
okay.
is my home.
You out
Yeah,
there
I'm in
living?
Atlanta.
You're
definitely.
in Atlanta.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Definitely.
praise. That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll have to make that connection sometime. Yeah, because it's Atlanta and North Carolina, Charlotte are only like about 3 hours.
Yeah, you could definitely jog there, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, Nathaniel.
I'm like, yeah,
Okay.
Nikki, y'all in the same area.
Yeah, Jeannie, I'm in Raleigh. I'm in the Raleigh area.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Hmm.
See,
cool.
so y'all can connect. Once you get on the team,
Yeah.
you can connect. You
Well,
know.
listen at you. I heard you.
We heard them too.
I heard you.
I'm working on her. I'm working on her, guys. She's kind of tough,
Come
but
on, Jeannie. Come on,
we
we
gonna
need
get her. We're
you.
gonna get
You might well come on board.
When I come
Part
to
of the family.
Wait a
Charlotte,
minute.
Jeannie,
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna get with you, Jeannie, because
You
I'm
know
definitely coming
what?
to Charlotte.
I feel like I'm being ganged up on.
Nah, that's just a feeling. That's just a feeling.
It's a vibe.
It is a vibe.
That's just my personal problem, huh?
Yes, that's right. It's all in good fate, you know.
Yeah, I
So
understand. I it's all love. I feel the love. I feel the love. So thank you, everyone, for even saying. I mean, that's honor. It honors me to that you would see something in me that you feel I would add to your team. So I'm honored.
definitely.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
you would
Definitely.
change the whole
Yeah.
culture. I can
You'll
see
fit
the
right
guys in
in.
the group every day
Yep.
empowering all them women. Yes, they
Because
need that, Nikki.
trust us,
They
we're
need
selective. We are selective in who we,
Yeah,
and who we
that's right.
talk to. Because everybody ain't everybody, ain't trying to build. And you got a great vibe, you got a great energy. Yeah, you fit right in.
Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely.
I
I
join
am
you.
honored. I am
Um,
truly honored. Thank you.
definitely. Yeah, so it's been a great pleasure. You know, we went over, so we're going to basically end the show. But we want people to subscribe to I'm a Data. You know, you can find us on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, even on Twitter, right? We on Spotify, Amazon Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. We're on many different platforms. So, reach out, connect with us, support our foundation, so we can actually help other leaders, actually to tell their stories, and to work their magic in the world,
Right. And before we leave, I want everyone to participate with me in let's find some positive calming energy here so that we can go back out into our different spaces with a calm mind. So this music that does not belong to us. We are using it to help each of us go into a different space, a space of peace, a space of calm. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath and let it out slowly. Take a deep breath and let it out slowly. Relax the top of your head. Relax. Relax. Relax your face. Relax your face. Come on down your body. Relaxing your arms, your fingers. Relax. Down your legs. Relax. Your toes. Relax. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. I'm going to count backwards from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Peace and blessings.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.
Great day.
Good day.
Great day. Good day.